A millennia ago, mankind vanished. Maybe he was wiped out in some great war. Maybe he left this world for planets far, far away. Maybe he transcended his mortal body and became something else. Regardless, he left behind his companions, the dogs, cats, the lizards, rabbits, rats, mice, all the creatures that kept him company in the thousands to millions of years that he ruled the earth. He left those companions behind to take care of his former world. Over time, cities grew, civilization flourished, the dogs and cats started living together without mass hysteria, and eventually there would rise the greatest dog city, Pugmire. Today I'd like to introduce you to the realms of Pugmire. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Cole Butler. Mr. Cole Butler comes from a very long, distinguished line of dachshunds. And little does Mr. Cole know that he will become one of the great heroes of the realms of Pugmire. And that's what we're going to work on today, making Cole Butler's Pugmire character. So this is the Realms of Pugmire core rulebook, which I picked up on Drive-Thru RPG. I'm going to go ahead and, let's go ahead and quickly take a look at the beauty of the Pugmire region. Here it is with Houndton down to the south, the Fearful Forest and cats, possibly up here. Mutt Town sits over here. If there is one problem with the realm of Pugmire, it's that family line and bloodline remain a little too important, which is why a large number of dogs have decided to renounce their families and simply become what they colloquially call mutts. Let's go ahead and skip to Chapter 2. The section about good dogs. Now, the first edition of Pugmire was written with the Dungeons & Dragons 5e rule set in mind, although somewhat simplified. The Realms of Pugmire, which is basically Pugmire 2nd edition, has its own similar system, which was created by Onyx Path to get away from the potential hazards of Wizards of the Coast's licensing program. So for Mr. Cole Butler, I don't see him as being very strong or agile. But if you know your dachshunds, you know that they were designed as badger dogs. So their main attribute is their ability to tenaciously get a hold on a badger and avoid getting hurt too much by it. So I'm going to go ahead and use as the upbringing a fettle, which means that they get a +2 to vitality, and their first trick is Hardy Constitution. Moving on to our next step, we're going to figure out their family. And of course, Mr. Cole comes from the family of Butler. So now we get to choose a background for Mr. Cole. Now, the story that I have in mind for Mr. Cole is that he is from the Butler family, which used to be a great noble family, which has fallen on hard times. So I'm going to go ahead and give him the noble background. There are 6 main callings, what you might call character classes in Pugmire. Given Cole's background as a noble from a falling nobility, I think that we're going to say he's taken up the calling of the Ratter. Maybe this is insulting to him, but then again, there is that badger comparison to make. We're going to go ahead and mark that their stamina dice is a 1d8 per level. I'll go ahead and just put it as d8 for now. Their stamina points will probably increase based on vitality, but I'll put an 8 for now. And their primary attributes will be agility and vitality. So we're going to have quite a lot of vitality going on here. Skills: balance, bluff, notice, perform, persuade, search, sense motive, sneak, steal, and traverse. I'm going to start off going with the Dachshund theory and their ability to sniff out trouble. So we're going to go ahead and start off with search as one of his trained skills. It's not necessarily going to help him much in combat, but I think that the other one is going to be traverse, which is his ability to get over and through obstacles. After all, he's small and was designed to go into tunnels. In our rucksack, we have 1 melee weapon, 1 simple ranged weapon, a set of light armor, a hooded lantern, rations, 50 feet of rope, and a set of Ratter's tools gained under unusual circumstances. I could come up with my own unusual circumstances, but right now I really like number 5, stolen from an obnoxious dog passing through. So let's go ahead and take a look at attributes. Our agility is physical coordination and dexterity. Might is brute strength. Vitality is hardiness and resistance to pain. Cunning is wit, wisdom, and common sense. Intellect, mental skill, and knowledge. And finally, presence is social awareness and personality. So I get to assign a +2 first off. Since Ratters need agility, I'm going to go ahead and start there. Vitality should get one of the other +1s, even though I also get an extra bonus to that. So I'm going to set that to +3. I have 1 more +1 I can give, and I think it's appropriate for a Ratter to go ahead and have that in cunning. I now get 2 zeros. We're going to go ahead and keep his might somewhat high and his presence, or at least not give them negatives, which leaves, unfortunately, his intelligence with the -1, which, if you've met my Mr. Cole, will make perfect sense. After all is said and done with my vitality bonus, he's actually going to have a stamina of 11. And that's a good start for Mr. Cole Butler. I am going to be using the Mythic Adventure deck and the Mythic Game Master Emulator deck to help me with my role-playing and storytelling for Mr. Butler. On YouTube and Twitch, just look for ScreamingWyvern. And remember, in the realms of Pugmire, all that matters is that you try your best to be a good dog. And you're a good dog. Yes, you are. You're a good dog, aren't you? You're a very good dog. Oop, oop. Such a good dog, you don't want to stay with me anymore. Ah!